Hello, Sherry here from Your Brand New Job. How you going? Good? I wanted to jump on today and do a quick tip because I wanted to talk about how to explain the gaps in your resume. So I think a lot of people have trouble with this, and it is a tricky area, and it's pretty hard for me to explain it where one size fits all, because you need to get a little bit creative with how to explain the gaps. So what I want to tell you is this: definitely be honest. You're better off being honest, okay? But we want you to get a little bit creative in how you place it into your resume. For example, if you've been at home looking after the children, because that's a common one, and you haven't worked for a few years, call yourself a home manager. So explain that time period under a heading where you were the home manager. And then underneath it, you can explain some skills. So draw on the skills that you have been practicing while you're being a home manager. And believe me, there's lots of skills that you can draw on from running a home and running a family and taking children to school, organisation skills, communication skills, all of those types of things. So if while you've been at home raising your family, if you've kept up to date with your industry, whatever industry that you've been in, if you've kept up to date with that by following a certain subscription or a newsletter that you get on a regular basis, list that there as part of your skills on how you've kept up to date with what's going on in your industry. So maybe you did some professional development, maybe that you did a short course or some training. Did you get involved in anything at the school, the P&C committee meetings? Did you help organise the fete? So they're all organisation skills and community work that you put in. So all of those things that you need to dig down deep and find to help list some skills under what you did while you were at home managing the family. So that's one way to explain it. So the best thing you can do is be honest and be creative. So everyone's circumstances are different. Maybe you did travelling. So maybe you took a year off and went travelling. Well, you need to bring that into it and explain it somehow in a quirky, creative way. So, and I want you to think about your skills when you did that. So your navigation skills on finding your way around Australia or wherever you went to and things like that. So get creative, think about all the skills that you've been practicing while you've been off from work, and start listing a couple of those. Now, in this section where you list your history and you put down the years that you worked there, so you're going to list that in that section, and you're going to use the dates that you did that for when you were a home manager or travelling or whatever. When you list your skills underneath it, like what you did in that period of time, if you don't have very many things to list, why don't you write a little paragraph explaining it instead? That's another way to do it. So maybe just a really short paragraph, 4 sentences or something along those lines, 4 lines underneath it with a really good creative way to explain it. So, and that way the reader can see that you're open and that you're transparent and that you're honest about what you did. Don't go on and on about it. Don't make it a great big long story. And the reason I did it was because my mum was sick and I took time off and I did this and I did this. We don't want to hear your life story. We just want a short answer to why that period of time you were out of the loop for the workforce. So short answers, either a little paragraph or some dot points on some things that you did during that period, such as professional development plan, attended so many webinars or whatever to keep in touch with your industry, did some training, did some short courses, participated in some sporting activity where you were managing the team or looking after the team and organising things for that team. That's, once again, organisation skills. So put a couple of those down. Don't make it a great big long list. We've got to keep this short, to the point, and that's the explanation. The end. Okay? So jump on there, start thinking, put that thinking cap on and start getting creative at a way to explain those gaps in your work history, because you're better off making the explanation, having something there that settles it. They can talk to you about it in the job interview when they bring you in. They will see that as that you're being open and transparent, and that's a good thing. Honesty is always the best way to go. Just get creative in the way you explain it. Thanks for watching me today, guys. I sure hope that tip helps you and inspires you to start coming up with some creative ways to explain any gaps that you've got in your work history. All good. So I am doing Facebook Lives every day, daily now, for the next week or so. So if you'd like some more tips, all you got to do is like my page and follow me, and you can get more tips daily. Thanks for joining me. Sherry from Your Brand New Job, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.